So let's talk
I'll
more
grab
to
Lisa.
you're going to go grab Lisa now. I'm going
Love
to tell
that.
you a little bit about Lisa. Now, Lisa has been one of the most generous souls, and she continuously runs these amazing workshops and significantly transforms people's lives to get in touch with their intuition. And the power of intuition for me, stepping into the boardroom, whether it be in the business environment, whether it be in a personal environment, you know, having the power of this intuition is key. And so I'm going to introduce you to one of the leading Reiki masters of our time. So please step on in, Lisa. How are you, darling?
Hi, gorgeous. How are you going?
Everyone, this is Lisa. Tell us a little bit about the workshops and what you've been doing.
Well, I've been running Reiki workshops now for, practicing for over 15 years, and the workshop really is about connecting people to their intuition, giving them a tool and a skill so that they can connect to that inner knowing, which we all have, otherwise known as intuition. A lot of us are conditioned through the programs of the mind, so we quite often either don't listen to that inner knowing, or we've gotten so distracted with life. So it really is about connecting to others, finding a tribe, understanding that we are all energy, and when we can tap into that universal life force energy, it gives us that ability to live joyfully. So Reiki is also known as a pathway to happiness. So yes,
and joy. And there's been so much happiness at this workshop. There's been so many laughs, and you know, I think the power of the intuition, I was saying, how it brings into all other elements of your life is really important, isn't it? Like, have you found that it's helped you, obviously, in business, in relationships?
Oh, everything. You know, I first I learnt Reiki before I met my husband, and I used to be quite an anxious person, and my mother used to say to me, "Oh, Lisa, you're not happy unless you're worrying about something." And I remember at the time thinking that was just the way I was born, but it wasn't. It was the way I was conditioned to behave. And it wasn't until I learnt Reiki that that my whole life changed, really. So because I started to define myself by who I was and started to find myself. And I think over the years it's been a pathway of developing in self-love and compassion. I remember in the early days someone would say, what's it like to love yourself? And it seemed like a big joke. The idea of actually loving myself, it was laughable. I couldn't, especially we hear of the greats like Louise Hay, and they talk about doing mirror work, but again, if you're looking in the mirror and you don't believe what you're saying, you'll just dismiss it, and so for me, I really can say now that I've evolved to a place of self-love, and defining that that I'm here to make a difference, and that when we raise our own vibration, then we give others the power to do that themselves. So
of course, Reiki's been a big part of your journey in facilitating
absolutely.
that growth for you,
for self as well as for others, and this is what the journey is about. A lot of people come to the workshop learning how, or their intent is to learn how to do Reiki to help others, because we're, as a condition, that's a great thing to be, to be nurturing and to help other people. But when the gift is in the
I'm just swapping hands, guys.
We're trying to fit in like 1,000 people in one small screen.
No, we feel like we're squish.
Very close up here.
Squeeze up.
I forgot what I was saying now.
Sorry, we totally broke your flow.
All right. That's what it is. It's about self, so it's not only looking after others. As we raise our own vibration and become the happiest version, most loving version of ourselves, then we have more of that to give.
And the ripple effect of that upon the collective. When we individually do that, we significantly see a shift in the people around us, in the world that we live in. So by being, with the global conscious business leader, by being conscious of self and being self-loving, then we can actually have the capacity to and open up the possibility for us to love way beyond what our imagination could hold.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a journey, changes lives, that's for sure. And I think it is a blessing. It's a divine blessing, Reiki. That
where can our audience find you, Lisa?
So reikiwa.com.au.
Beautiful.
And there's all the information about my trainings next year.
Awesome. Thank you so
Very
much.
exciting.
Thank
And we'll be doing the level 2 early next year as well in January.
We'll live feed from there
again, continuing that growth, continuing that exploration of self, and and really surrounding ourselves. That's part of it, that journey in life, is surrounding yourself with like-minded persons and feeding from their knowledge base.
Finding a tribe, that's it. That's exactly it. And I think it's so important, and how it interrelates to every other aspect of life, every other aspect of self. And it's a never-ending journey. We don't reach an end point, you know. We don't reach an end point of enlightenment. We're just continually growing and evolving. And as we do that, as we grow and evolve, the people around us and you know, the people that
more and
surround
more
us.
moments. I think that's what I've experienced. More and more moments of just really lining up to that appreciation and you know, and basking in that.
Yeah. That's awesome. So let's have a chat. Actually, we wanted to chat to some of the ladies as well that were involved in the course as well, because we just we would just want to show our support and just it's nice to hear other people say, how are we going to fit 4 people? I'm going to go down here. Hang on,
it's weird looking into 2.
I know, isn't it? So guys, introduce yourselves.
I'm Nicole. I'm Carly.
Hi. I'm Steph. Hi.
I'm Tennille.
And I was one of those blessed people that has been fortunate enough to do some work with both Steph and Tennille and Lisa in the past, so I can't get enough of being around these beautiful guys' energy. So
beautiful. And so how's it been? Share with everyone the workshop.
I'm stepping out now. So
you guys hold that. You hold that one, and you hold that one, and you go for it.
Maybe I'll just be behind you.
Oh, this isn't scary or anything.
Carly, you can have a go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Yeah, it's been wonderful, I guess. I didn't really know what to expect when I did this course. I just followed my heart really, and it's led me to some wonderful places. I was also very blessed to have been a demonstration yesterday when Lisa did her work, and it was, there's just no words. It was just incredible. And if you're looking for someone to do some Reiki with you, and Intuitive Reiki and amongst other things, I would highly recommend her. It was just mind-blowing, and I can't wait to have another session and learn more and do Reiki for others as well. Yeah.
Beautiful. And Carly, that was really powerful what happened yesterday. We got to everyone got you to share that experience with you, and it was really powerful. I find Lisa just amazing. She's honest, she's down to earth, she's approachable, and the energy in the room that over the last weekend has just been amazing. It's honest, it's joyful, it's been a fun day today.
And where do you think it'll apply to other elements of your life?
Well, for me, I've got a family. I've got, we're going into teenage years, so
that's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It is interesting. So I'm going to definitely be using it at home. I'm in the education system, so for me, with little people, working with little people, so I think it would be great all round.
Can I ask Nicole and Carly as well, what drew you to coming to this course? Had you heard about Reiki before? Was it something that was very new for you? Just a little bit of background on how you were drawn to this this modality of learning, basically, of knowledge.
I guess Reiki's always been quite a common word in my household. I grew up with my mother doing it, so I find a really strong connection with her through that. I never really knew what it was, but I was just drawn to it, I suppose. And I've had a few new people in my life who have wanted to do Reiki and do Reiki courses, and I guess that just planted seeds for me. And one day I was driving and I just thought, I'm just going to do Reiki course, like why not? So yeah, it's been great. Yeah.
Great. And yourself, Nicole?
For me, it was more about being surrounded by people like-minded and being empowered. Yeah. That was my initial reason, and just to tap into my own intuition. And obviously, I'm in the business of family, and wanting to grow our family into a healthy, freedom of their own. And for me, I think Reiki is a great opportunity to be able to give my children and my husband the opportunity to feel that energy.
Awesome.
Thank you,
ladies.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Aren't they beautiful?
Bye.
Thank you, ladies.
We're back. Okay, we're going to wrap it up now, people. And you wrap up, yeah?
Yeah, we can wrap up. I don't know where to put that. That's all right. There you go. Ooh. Whoa. Boom. Mic drop.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, so that's really been, and I think the key here is understanding the importance of doing this kind of work, the modalities of work, and how this actually applies in so many different areas of life. Like it doesn't just apply in the personal space, it applies in how we show up in business, how we show up in relationships, and the aha moments that come from it. Whether you do it here, whether you do it somewhere else, it's that constant journey of self-mastery and And, you know, do we ever master self? I don't think so, because once we get to that point,
it's a process, an
then
evolving end state. Yeah.